I'm going to replace this air conditioning unit in this Jayco J-Flight camper. The issue is it turns on, runs, compressor runs, all the coils are clean. It just does not get cool. So it is low on coolant. It's made to where you can't add coolant without adding fittings and things. It's about 10 years old, so time to just replace it. So we're going to remove the 4 screws here, drop down this cover, open up this cover here to get to another screw. Now we can see we've got our power, so we're going to turn the breaker off down here. Breaker number 3. Then we have 4 bolts here, which do all the holding down. So we'll take those off. We'll unwire it. We'll go up top, take the covers off the top, unwire everything, take out these bolts, lift it off. Hopefully the new one sits right on the same hole. So these are 8mm bolt heads. Alright, let's take all 4 of them out. The unit, yeah, you can see the unit is free now. I just have to get up top, disconnect the wires. I've got the old unit here that we just detached from the inside. Got the new unit here. It is the same Coleman Mach 15. It is the direct replacement for this. I think it's a little bit of an upgrade. This one's obsolete. When I tip this up, you can see it's only got 1 seal, and it's got those 4 anchor points there. Come up through these 4 corners into here. Here we've got our wiring. It's always good to get a picture or write down, make notes. Pictures are really nice. Got video here, so white, green, red, yellow. Those just nice little spade connectors. Take the cover off, removing these 4 screws here, pulling it up off. Pulling this cover off, it snaps here on the front end, and then it should just lift straight up on the back side. Now take this cover off. That's where the board is. It's got the power coming into it. Here's the compressor. We checked it. It ohmed out good. Turns on, runs. Cleaned out the coils on both sides, which were dirty, but like I said, the thing's 10 years old. It's just lost enough charge over time that it's no longer functional. So now to flip this cover off, disconnected this wiring harness. It's just a couple of pinch clips there. That stays with the unit. Take this cover off here to get the wiring out here. That's these wing nuts here. Got this off. So now just snap this lid off here. There are my wires. Just take off the wire nuts. Pull that back. That's it. It's taken out at that point. Pull that cover off. This one only has 1 clip in the center there, instead of the other one had 3. We'll take the screws out along the edge here, both sides. along the edge here, both sides. Flip that up and find out where the wiring for the 120 volts goes. Here's an important thing to note. The new unit did not come with a control board. Thankfully my board's still good. That board mounts on those two bolts sticking out there on this cover, and the harness plug on the new unit plugs back into here. Thermostat wires go on there. 120 volts goes on here. I guess we could have left all this hooked up, except for this part. Could have left the 120 already hooked up, and even the thermostat, perhaps. But anyway, first thing I'm going to do is line this up, my hole in the unit with my hole in the roof. My power wire reconnected back where it was on this circuit board here. And just for those who are watching this to learn, black wire to black wire, white wire to white wire, green wire to the copper uncoated wire there. Okay, board's mounted back with the wing nuts onto the new unit. Plug fits perfectly, that's great. Thermostat wires. So this wire here was just jammed in through the vents up against one of the coils. Some sort of freeze protection, I suppose. It says right there, freeze. Okay, that is that. I can put the covers back on here, go back inside, make my final alignments, stick the bolts up. I think I'm done up top. I'm going to put all the covers back on and go downstairs. On the inside, we've just lifted and adjusted this to get it square in the hole. Got the pads there squared all the way around. Maybe go that way just to another 1/4 inch. Then we'll put that plate back on and put the big bolts back in it. Okay, tighten the 4 corner bolts just enough to compress that gray seal about a 1/4 inch all the way around. Now I noticed the fan is not spinning freely, so maybe I forgot to take out some packing. I have to go back up top, see what's going on with that. Okay, I noticed the fan was dragging here, so this is very sharp, but had to lift up on that some to get that spin free. So be sure you check how freely your fan spins before you put the cover back on. Alright, gotta turn the breaker back on and blowing. We're pretty warm in here right now, but it's not what I want to do. I want to go to mode, I want to go to cool. Put the fan on auto. Okay, it's set at 78 degrees, so should be getting some cold air blowing out of here. And we do. We've got cold air. We just went ahead and put all the original screws back in this original cover. Put the filter cover back on. Running, blowing cold air. And we'll be seeing that thermostat drop here in a few minutes. So that's how that works. It's really a pretty simple job. I was concerned that things wouldn't fit and all of that, but I guess ordering the exact replacement for what you have does have its benefits.